Imagine the cameras flashing, a city of lights, and two very different worlds quietly colliding. On one side, global pop star Katy Perry, the firework puppeteer of stadiums. On the other, former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, a political icon turned private citizen. And then, the moment no one saw coming. On October 25, 2025, in the heart of Paris, these two stepped out hand in hand, making their first fully public appearance as a couple. But what happened next shocked everyone. This is the story behind the headlines. How two lives from completely different worlds somehow intersected, what it means for their futures, and what fans and critics are whispering about this moment. Because the part fans never saw coming is right around the corner. Katy Perry's story begins far from Paris, in a small conservative home in Santa Barbara, California. She grew up singing gospel songs in church, dreaming of a bigger life. Her parents were strict pastors, her world was sheltered, and her dreams, too loud for the walls around her. Then came 2008. I Kissed a Girl. One song, one shockwave, and the world was never the same. Katy exploded onto the global stage, rewriting pop culture with color, confidence, and unapologetic self-expression. Her hits became anthems. Firework, Teenage Dream, Roar, each one a chapter in her story, from rebellion to resilience. But fame, as we know, doesn't make life easier. Behind the sequins and stadium lights, Katy was human. She married comedian Russell Brand, divorced, fell in love again, this time with actor Orlando Bloom. In 2020, she became a mother, welcoming her daughter Daisy Dove. For a while, life seemed grounded. Family, music, balance. But by mid-2025, things changed again. Katy and Orlando quietly ended their 9-year relationship. The world barely had time to process the news before new whispers began. And those whispers carried a surprising name: Justin Trudeau. Justin's story begins thousands of miles away, and in a completely different spotlight. He was born into Canadian history, the son of legendary Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. Justin grew up in the public eye. Every handshake, every smile, every stumble magnified. He became a teacher, an activist, and eventually Canada's 23rd Prime Minister. For years, he embodied modern politics, charismatic, compassionate, image-driven. But with that came pressure, scrutiny, and criticism. In 2023, after 18 years of marriage to Sophie Gregoire, he announced their separation, the end of a long and public love story. And then, slowly, Justin Trudeau disappeared from the political limelight. No longer Prime Minister, no longer constantly in front of cameras. Just Justin, a man rebuilding a private life after decades in public. Two lives, two crossroads. Katy Perry, the global pop icon learning to live beyond fame. Justin Trudeau, the former leader learning to live beyond power. And somewhere in that quiet space, they met. By summer 2025, rumors began to swirl. Paparazzi spotted them in Montreal. A dinner here, a walk there. Smiles that said more than words ever could. At first, people thought it was coincidence. Maybe just friends. But soon, the clues started to pile up. Justin was seen at one of Katy's Montreal concerts, right in the VIP section, cheering her on. A few weeks later, they were seen again, laughing together, surrounded by security, but seemingly in their own world. Then came the photos that changed everything. September 2025, off the coast of Santa Barbara, Katy Perry's private yacht, the waves calm, the sun golden, and there they were, Katy and Justin, together, close, candid. The paparazzi captured the moment, and by morning, the images were everywhere, a kiss, a smile, a look that said, yes, it's real, fans lost their minds, could this be true? Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau, together? The internet split in two. Some called it the most unexpected couple of the decade. Others were skeptical, but insiders told People magazine he's been pursuing her. He even flew to California during her tour break. Whatever. It wasn't casual anymore. And then came the day that would make everything. Official October 25th, 2025, Paris. The city of lights. The city of love. Katy Perry's 41st birthday. At the world-famous Crazy Horse Cabaret, photographers waited, not knowing what was about to happen. Then, they arrived, hand in hand, smiling, Katy in a striking red dress, shimmering under the flashlights. Justin in classic black, composed and comfortable. In that instant, the rumors became reality. It was official. Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau, together, publicly, for the first time. They didn't need to say a word. The moment said everything. Behind that simple walk through Parisian streets was something much bigger. For Katy, this was her first real public relationship since her long breakup. For Justin, it was his first serious step forward since his separation from Sophie. Two people, both parents, both rebuilding, daring to love again under the harshest spotlight possible. And yet, they looked calm, as if the noise didn't matter. But of course, the world had plenty to say. When the photos hit social media, the internet exploded. Headlines screamed, "Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau make it official." Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Everyone had an opinion. Some called it the most wholesome surprise of the year. Others, "Not so kind, is this PR?" One tweet read, "Is this even real?" asked another. But many fans saw something deeper. "Katy deserves someone who gets her," one fan wrote. "After everything she's been through, I'm happy she's smiling again." Insiders added more layers to the story. Apparently, Katy finds Justin charming and grounded. He's fascinated by her energy and independence. They talk about art, music, politics, and spirituality. Two big lives connecting over human things, and that's what makes it feel real. But behind the romance, questions remain. Can these two very different worlds truly align? Pop and politics rarely mix. Her life is global tours, creativity, spontaneity. His is structure, diplomacy, responsibility. How will they balance that? Both have children. Both have public images to protect. Both know what it's like to be judged for every move they make. And yet, maybe that's exactly what brings them closer, because they understand the cost of fame. They understand the price of being misunderstood. They understand what it's like to be seen by millions, but truly known by few. And that's why this story matters. It's not just about a pop star and a politician. It's about starting over when the world is still watching. It's about choosing connection, even when it's complicated. It's about two people daring to believe in love again, despite everything that came before. In Paris, under the cabaret lights, they walked out together, hand in hand, no press conference. No announcement. No statement, just a walk. And sometimes that's all it takes. For Katy Perry, this could mark the beginning of a new chapter, beyond the pop spectacle. Beyond the heartbreaks, beyond expectations. For Justin Trudeau, it's a step into a life not defined by politics or power, but by something simple, happiness. And for the rest of us, it's a reminder that life can surprise us, even after we think we've seen it all. So what happens next? Will Katy and Justin go public together at an event? Will they protect their privacy and fade from the spotlight? Or will this become one of the most unexpected love stories of the decade? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the world is watching, and whatever comes next, it's going to be unforgettable. If you thought this story was wild, wait till you hear what happens next. Make sure to hit subscribe, because you won't want to miss what's coming. Thanks for watching.